Welcome everyone to Mr. Dar Weather Updates. In today's video, I'm going to look at the live radar first, and then look at the UKV, GFS, and then another model of GFS, and also a hurricane tracker, because there's actually a, tropical storm now, but later a hurricane, which is called Hurricane Ernesto, which is settling up in the southeast USA, in the Caribbean, and it's moving up into the Bermuda area, affecting weather there, giving it gusts of 80, 90, 100, and 110 miles per hour, giving it a Category 1 to Category 2 hurricane. And the reason why we're touching on that is because this hurricane, as some do, may impact the jet stream, which obviously brings us the weather. So we have to see what will happen for that. But obviously, as this ex-hurricane divides into the West Atlantic after moving up into the USA, it might bump into the jet stream, carrying bits of it into the UK, maybe affecting a little bit, but we are going to see that in a few other models. Now, just going to have a look at the live radar first. I'm just going to go for the normal things, then we'll have a look and see what happens to this hurricane. So, obviously, it's been a lot more settled today. We've seen quite a widespread rain in most parts of England. Just zooming back into 4 o'clock, we can see some bands of showers and rain into West Midlands and South Wales, and some more rain, possibly a few heavy ones into the hills, and some more rain to push into northern UK at 5. However, these are moving towards the east as that westerly Atlantic does, so moving a little bit more towards London over here, and moving more to southwest as that disintegrates as it moves further into the continent, giving us more of a dry, if I put on the clouds, it'll be dry, but a little bit more cloudy into the north of the UK, a little bit more clear into Cornwall and bits of London. In terms of temperatures, it's been a lot cooler today, especially with the cloud and rain. Obviously, seeing the highest temperatures into the south and east, only to mid-20s by the looks of it. In terms of what it's going to be for tonight, again, some more cooler air, probably mid to low teens into the north and into Scotland as that temperature decreases, giving us a fairly cool but a bit more humid night. So a lot more comfortable into most areas, a little bit warmer into southeast areas. And on to the UKV, just looking at the longer range of precipitation. That was today, so we've seen that rain pushing into the UK and into Scotland, giving us a more unsettled day. Now, looking into night time in the UKV, and it looks like it's from the UKV, clearer night to come as we come into later night, into Friday, as that band of rain pushes into France, and we can see here, cooler in the north, a lot clearer in the north, maybe a few patchy clouds in Scotland, and a little bit more cloudy in the southeast. And then looking to the Friday, much more settled conditions than today. Maybe the odd band of cloud in the central to southeastern areas of the UK. However, mainly dry and settled conditions with the odd shower in the north of hills and the Highlands of Scotland, but widely settled. Maybe a few clear spots into Friday. Going to Saturday, again, seems to be a little bit more of a clearer night, judging by this view. A few scattered showers in the hills. However, a little bit drier in the morning. Looking into the late afternoon, more patchy cloud, thicker clouds are moving to mid-afternoon on Saturday, pushing west, and then giving us a few more showers into the north of Scotland. And then looking on to Sunday, again a few more thicker cloud into Sunday with a few more scattered drizzle and isolated showers in the north of the UK and into Scotland. Looking into Monday, A little more unsettled. We can see a band of rain for a weather front coming from the West Atlantic, pushing in to the UK, giving us a little some more rainfall, possibly heavy on the hills, like I said. Quite wet weather, in fact, as that kind of does spread quite widespread into the UK. So most areas will see this rainfall into Tuesday and into Monday and sort of Tuesday. And in terms of temperatures, today's only gone to 25 to 24, cooler in the north, mid to high teens, so that a lot cooler today, especially with the cloud and rain. And into nighttime temperatures, looking to 3 a.m. Areas might even get to 7, maybe even 6 in some areas. So really cool night for some areas of, looks like the Dales, I think, and Cumbria. And also a widespread cooler night into Ireland and into Scotland. A bit more warmer into London, as we see mid to high teens. Slightly more humid and uncomfortable for the southeast. Into Friday, just pumping up the temperatures into 3 o'clock. We're only going to see maximum temperatures of 24, maybe 25, and then into Northern England 21, and then to Scotland mid to high teens, maybe mid to low teens in some areas, as that progresses more 25s into the evening. And then into Saturday again. We're actually a lot more widespread cooler now, even into London. So a nice fresh night into Saturday as that humidity kind of drops. So very nice fresh night to come on into Friday night. Into Saturday, again, it's a little bit more cooler actually. Not seeing as much 25s, just 24, and then mid to high teens again, low 20s in the north, mid to high teens, and maybe mid to low teens into Scotland. In terms of night, then just a little bit more warmer. I haven't seen as many digits, but just getting to the low teens into night of Sunday. Sunday temperature itself 23 to 24. So again, similar, just around average for the time of year. Nothing too special really about the temperatures throughout the week. Again into Monday, 24 to 25 possible. 20 in northern UK and mid to low teens into Scotland. Looking into early hours of Tuesday, a little bit more of a warmer night into Tuesday for the southeastern areas, and even for bits of northern areas, seeing 16, 17 possible cooler in Scotland. So looking into the latest hurricane models, we can see where this hurricane is looming. As we have not touched on this radar yet, but as you can see, this hurricane, which is now a tropical, well, it will be a hurricane soon. I think I've got the wrong date on. Wait, I am. Sorry. We can see here, it has actually turned into a hurricane. It was a tropical storm into areas of Puerto Rico, where that first originates. So where it first originates was in the Dominica area, into where this cloud is here. Not really good at areas on here. Starting near the Caribbean Sea, though. You can see here, this does actually look like a hurricane. Obviously, this is what it looks like from the skyline view. As I put it on here, as it moves out from the Dominican Republic, just getting its way into the Bermuda. So this is where Bermuda is. We can see we have a Category 1 hurricane up to 85 miles an hour. So even though it's the one of the lower ones, we still want to take care for anyone living in their areas. And as we go a little bit more into Bermuda, more of uncertainty is possible as we get into more higher categories. Now Category 2, 110 miles an hour, as that moves into Bermuda. 100 mile per hour winds are expected in Bermuda, and that is going to be into affecting a hurricane warning into Bermuda, and then moving up into the jet stream where that is going to. Now as we move up, it weakens because the low pressure is around here. Low pressure kind of fuels the hurricanes, making it worse. And as we get into here, a lot more uncertainty as a hurricane kind of dies. Now getting into post-tropical storm, just at 70 miles an hour, as the high pressure is more looming as it kind of decreases into the Atlantic. However, we can see it is getting a little bit closer to the UK. The jet stream's around here. the jet stream could carry it along and give us just a few effects, not major, maybe a few wet windy, but depending on the east, where it's not going to see us. Now, I'm not really a hurricane expert. I only know I'm a little bit of an amateur on hurricane knowledge, so I would ask the experts who are obviously tracking this, who obviously live in that area, and meteorologists in that area of Caribbean maybe, who know better than hurricanes than me, because I'm not really that good at hurricanes. But that's all you need to know. We just need to know how it's going to affect the jet stream. So, looking on to the latest GFS on how where this will be, just looking at the longer range and see longer range pressure chart, seeing what it's going to be like and where this hurricane is going to loom, as it will pop out soon. Again, low pressure has been in charge of us for the obviously we've seen wet and windy, well, not wet and windy, wet and cloudy conditions. Getting into Friday, maybe a few showers in the north as that low pressure kind of system lingers there, but a widely drier day with maybe the odd shower and cloud possible as going into uncertainty. Now, as we get into Saturday, in the bottom right, bottom left of where I am, we can see here there is Hurricane Anita, which is brewing up into the Caribbean. And as I move along into the forecast, that actually comes a bit closer and looks a bit stronger as we get into the as we move into. In terms of the UK, possible lower pressure in the north, much north of UK will be seeing showers and rain, and in high pressure, a little more sunnier conditions. Again, you can see you can tell it's a hurricane because the ice bands are very close tight, indicating a storm, strong winds, and very low pressure is possible. As we go into Monday, that gets closer, but weakens as it gets towards the UK. So bringing its systems, you can still see it actually. It looks like it's going towards the UK, and it is. That's the jet stream, and then it just sides down as it gets into Ireland. So probably Ireland areas might get the worst of it. However, and because we can see here, extra low pressure actually into next week on Friday. So we have really low pressure actually, 990 millibards, so very lightly of showers, even for all areas, much for north. So probably we are likely, if it does affect us, it would obviously affect northwestern areas such as Ireland. So that's where it might see the worst. East, southeast areas will be seeing less damage. So we have to see what happens. I'm a little bit uncertain on what's going to happen there. But if you want to see any more questions, please ask the experts. Now I'm just going to have a look at another model just to see, have a look. Just on the this website here, looking at another GFS model. Just going into where we are now. This will show us where this is going to be. So I'm not going to hover it because it'll take ages. So if we're going to start on to Friday, as the hurricane is just below me there. If I turn the shine on, like I said, low pressure to the north, high pressure to the south, and as you can see, that low pressure system hurricane is just in the North Atlantic. That jet stream might carry it into Western Ireland, giving it the most effects. So we are expecting the most effects to be in Ireland and northwest England, where it dies and remnants of it from the jet stream is carried out from the northwest areas, where it might likely to see most of it damage. Again, a little bit uncertain. It could change, it could weaken, it could get stronger. We have to see. If you want to know any more of that, please tune into more meteorologists who are keeping an eye on this hurricane, such as the Weather Channel. Actually, kind of touches on it. Has a weather chat. This will show us what's going to happen, and on these Zoomer thing, which will show you where it's going to hand and how kind of uncertain and how it's going to where it's going to affect these areas. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. And I'll give a few more updates on this hurricane if it actually does affect the jet stream and bring us some more low pressure system into the UK. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.